Hello, welcome to part two of circumference applications. Here we're going to look at applying the circumference formula to find solutions to real world situations. Letter A says a street is 208 meters long, is covered in snow. The city workers are using a snowplow to clear the street. The snowplow's tires are 1.9 meters in diameter. How many times does a tire have to turn in traveling the length of the street? So our current situation is we have a tire and it's got a diameter of 1.9. And we're going to spin it the length of the street, which is 208. So we want to find out how many times it goes around the outside. So before we can figure out how far around or how many times it goes around the side, we have to find the distance around the outside, which is circumference. So we need our circumference formula, and on this one we'll use pi d. Sometimes we'll also need 2 pi r, so we'll put circumference equals 2 pi r also, in case we're asked to find the radius, or in case we're given a radius. So it says that the street's 208 meters long. Before I can find the number of times that it travels, I need to find the circumference first. So I'm going to take and find my circumference. So C equals pi d. And that's going to give me 3.14 times 1.9, which is my diameter. And that's 5.996. Excuse me, 5.966. Okay. Now, I know the distance. So to get the distance, I need to multiply my circumference times the number of rotations. Since I'm trying to find rotations, this means I'm going to divide both sides by 5.966. So 208 divided by 5.966 the number of rotations is going to be 34.864, and a bunch of other decimals. It says round to the nearest tenth. My tenths place is right here, so I'm going to use the 6 to round to 8, so that gives me 34.9 rotations. Okay, rotations is how many times it's going to spin. Let's look at part B. City workers are using a plow to clear street. A tire on the snow plow is 1.5 in diameter and has to turn 47 times in traveling the length of the street. How long is the street? So it's going to travel around its circumference 47 times. So I want to see how many. First, I need to know the circumference because I have to figure out how far it's going to travel. And it's going to do it 47 times. So it's going to be the circumference times 47. So my circumference, since I have diameter, I'm going to use pi circumference equals pi d. Since my diameter is 1.5, it's going to be 3.14 times 1.5. 3.14 times 1.5 gives me 4.71. 4.71 meters is my circumference. So to find the total distance, I need to multiply my circumference by the rotations, which was 47. So 4.71 times 47 gives me 221.37 meters. Round my answer to the nearest tenth, so I'm going to look at my 3 and use the 7 to round it. So that's going to be 221.4 meters. Let's look at part C. Ivan races his bicycle for 430 feet. A wheel on his bike turns 43 times as the bicycle travels the distance. What is the diameter of the wheel? This one's a little tougher because we have to picture the wheel without knowing anything about it. So it's going to go 430 feet. And it's going to spin an unknown distance, C. It's going to go that far 43 times. So we're going to first find our circumference. So we're going to have 430 equals C times 43, and C is for circumference. So now I'm going to divide by 430 here to get the C by itself, or 43, excuse me. 430 divided by 43 is 10, so my circumference was 10. Since I know my circumference and it's asking me to find my diameter, I need to use my circumference formula. C equals pi d. My circumference was 10, so 10 equals 3.14. Times the diameter, and now I divide by 3.14. 10 divided by 3.14, so my diameter, D, is 10 divided by 3.14, which is 3.184, and some non-ending decimal values. It says round to the nearest tenth, so I'm going to round the 1. I'm going to use the 8 to do it. The 8 rounds it up, so distance, my diameter of the bike is 3.2 feet. So just remember to read yourself through the problem and see what you're trying to figure out. All 3 questions will be asked in one of these 3 formats. So good luck.